You sit down to study, and you tell yourself, this time I'll study more focus. Then you open your book, start reading, and for a few minutes everything feels fine. You read one page, maybe two, but then suddenly, without even thinking about it, your hand reaches for your phone automatically. Then you check one notification after another. Then one short video turns into more scrolling. And a few minutes later, you realize something. You got distracted again. Then slowly the guilt starts building inside you. Because you know you should be studying, but your mind keeps wandering somewhere else. Then you try to force yourself back to studying. So you pick up the book again, sit properly, then you read the same line again and again, but nothing stays in your head. And after repeating this cycle many times, you slowly start believing something. Maybe I can't be a focused person. But what if I told you that you can be focused again? Because your brain has gotten used to quick stimulation, like notifications and reels. That is why deep focus feels so difficult. But that does not mean you are weak. It just means your brain needs to be trained again. And in this video, you are finally going to understand why you can't focus properly and why studying feels so harder and how to train your brain to focus again. And once you understand this, then the way you study and use your time will completely change. Part number 1, attention collapsing. A few years ago, you could sit and watch a full movie calmly, and you could study for longer without checking your phone every few minutes, and you could stay patient with one thing. But now, even focusing for 10 minutes feels so difficult. The moment things become slow or quiet, then your brain starts looking for something new, like new video, new notification, and new distraction. But the dangerous thing is that you don't even notice it, because you open your phone for 1 minute just to check something quickly. But one video turns into another, and suddenly 30 minutes disappear without you even noticing it. Then you look at the time and remember your unfinished work, and you start feeling stressed. So you start to rush your studying, then try to study faster and force yourself to focus. But your mind is already exhausted from overstimulation. So you read the words, but nothing stays in your mind. And then the same cycle repeats again the next day. Not because you are lazy or not smart, but because your attention is constantly being pulled in different directions again and again every single day. Part number 2, dopamine addiction. Now let's understand what's actually happening inside your brain. Because every time you scroll on your phone, your brain gets a quick reward, like new reels, new notifications, and something new unexpected. And your brain loves that feeling because it gives instant stimulation without any effort. So you just scroll and your brain keeps getting rewarded again and again. Then slowly, your brain starts getting used to this pattern. Quick rewards, entertainment, and constant stimulation. And after some time, your brain begins to expect this all the time. So now compare that to your studying. See, studying feels slow and takes mental effort. And also, the results don't come instantly, and there is no excitement every few seconds. No quick dopamine hit. So your brain starts reacting, this is boring. Escape from this. And that's why you suddenly start feeling sleepy while studying, but feel fully awake while scrolling. That's why you can watch videos for hours, but struggle to focus for even 20 minutes. Part number 3, the focus myth. Maybe you've already tried to fix this. You deleted apps and watched productivity videos or made huge study plans. Then you told yourself this time will be different. But after a few days, everything slowly collapsed again. Then you went back to old habits, got distracted again, and started feeling frustrated with yourself. And you wondered, why does this keep happening to me? Because you tried to go from a constant distraction to perfect focus overnight, but your brain was not ready for that sudden change. So it resisted. But you tried forcing discipline on yourself instead of training your attention slowly. And when the pressure became too much, then your mind escaped back to what felt easy and familiar. That's why making extreme changes doesn't work for long. Because real focus is built slowly through small habits you repeat every single day. Just like building strength in a gym, you don't lift the heaviest weight on the first day. You start small, stay consistent, and slowly become stronger over the time. And focus also works the same way. The more you train it patiently, the stronger it becomes. Part number 4, rebuild your focus. Now let's fix this properly, not with pressure and not with unrealistic routines that last for 2 days, but with small and simple changes that actually work in real life. Step number 1, start small. This is where most of the students fail. They tell themselves, I'll study for 6 hours today. But the problem is, your brain is already tired, distracted, and used to constant stimulation. So, huge goals immediately feel painful. And when something feels too hard, then your brain naturally wants to escape from it. That's why you should start small. Instead of forcing long study sessions, start with just 25 minutes. And during those 25 minutes, focus on only one task and keep your phone away and avoid multitasking. Just sit quietly and give your full attention to one thing. And when the timer ends, then take a short break. Then it feels manageable. And manageable things are easier to repeat every single day. And real focus is built through repetition, not through extreme pressure. Step number 2, remove distractions. See, most of the students depend on the willpower. They think, I'll ignore all the distractions. But after some time, the willpower gets tired. And when your phone is near with you, then your brain keeps thinking about it. And even if you don't touch it, the part of your attention is already gone. So instead of fighting with distractions constantly, make them harder to reach. Like put your phone in another room or turn off notifications. Because once distractions enter your environment, then your focus becomes weaker without you noticing it. But when distractions become invisible, then your mind slowly becomes calmer. Then focus starts feeling easier and more natural. Step number 3, stop fake study. This is very important because many students sit for hours with their books open, but their mind is somewhere else. They read a few lines, then start thinking about something else. Then they check their phone for a few minutes. Then they come back again, but still don't fully focus. And at the end of the day, they tell themselves, I studied all day, but deep inside, they know they didn't truly focus. And slowly, this becomes a dangerous habit. Then your brain starts connecting study time with boredom. So every time you sit to study, but your mind automatically wants to escape. And that's why sitting longer doesn't always mean studying better. So instead, study for shorter periods, but with real attention. Because even one focused hour is more powerful than 5 distracted hours. Step number 4, mental clarity. Now here's another mistake many students make. They sit down and tell themselves, I'll study mathematics, but that goal is too vague. Then your brain does not know where to start. So it immediately feels confused and overwhelmed. And when your mind feels unclear, then it becomes easier to get distracted. So instead of saying something general, give your brain a clear target. Like, I'll finish these 15 questions, or I'll complete this one topic. And now your brain knows exactly what needs to be done. And clarity reduces mental resistance. Because when the task feels clear and simple, then your mind becomes calmer and more focused. Step number 5, train silence. This is one of the biggest problems modern students face today. The moment things become quiet, then your brain instantly starts looking for stimulation. Then you reach your phone, open videos, or scroll something without even thinking, because your mind has become used to constant noise. But the truth is, real focus grows in silence. A calm mind can think more clearly, understand better, and stay focused for longer. So start training your brain to feel comfortable in silence again. So spend small moments without your phone, like go for a walk without music sometimes, or sit quietly for a few minutes. And when you study, try doing it without background videos or constant noise. At first, it may feel strange or boring, but slowly your brain will start calming down, and over the time, the silence will stop feeling uncomfortable. Because when your mind becomes calm, then focusing becomes much easier. Part number 5, simple focus system. Now let's make everything simple. Before you start studying, do 2 important things first. Put your phone away so it cannot distract you every few minutes. And then decide one clear task, like I'll solve these questions and I'll finish this topic. This gives your brain a clear direction. Then during your study session, focus for 25 to 45 minutes. And during that time, study only one subject and no switching between different things. Just stay with one task and give it your full attention. Then, after studying, take a short break, like stand up, stretch your body, and drink some water, and let your mind rest for a few minutes. And after that, come back and repeat the same process again. That's it. No complicated system and no impossible routine. Just simple focus training, repeated every single day. And slowly, your brain starts changing. Your focus becomes stronger, and your mind becomes calmer, and studying starts to feel easier again. So stop saying, I can't focus, because focus is not something people are born with. It is something they build and train over the time. And every time you choose deep work instead of distraction, then your attention becomes a little stronger. And every time you ignore your phone and stay focused on your work, then you train your brain to focus again. So don't try to become perfect immediately. Start small. Even 25 minutes of real focus is enough for today, because small focused actions, repeated every day, slowly create big changes. And remember this, your future is being shaped by what controls your attention every single day. If distractions control your mind, then your life will stay stuck. But if you learn to control your attention, then your whole life starts changing. And in the next video, we're going to talk about something even deeper. Your habits are destroying your future, because sometimes the habits that feel small and harmless are the exact things quietly keeping your life stuck. So don't miss it, because this comeback is only getting started.